We are finally in the summer months. I am so excited for warmer weather, and with warmer weather comes a switch in my makeup routine to something that's a little bit more lightweight feeling, but also something that provides longevity throughout the day because let's face it, like summer heat, like lots of times it doesn't really like mesh well with makeup. Today I wanted to share with you guys my summer makeup must-haves. We're going to be talking about all of my recommendations for beautiful, long-wearing summer makeup from SPF all the way through to an eyeshadow. So if you guys like unfiltered makeup opinions, tutorials, honest reviews, and also some unfiltered content in general, definitely consider subscribing, hitting that like button before you go, and leave me a comment in the description box down below. If you don't know what to comment, leave me a little peach emoji because this video is also centered around like some trends that are happening in the summer. Summer is here. It's 90 degrees outside today where it's not going to get any colder. It's definitely warming up for the summer. And with that comes beautiful summer makeup trends, much like the one that I am wearing today. Now, if you guys didn't see, I do have a full peach makeup tutorial on my channel. I will link it in the eye for you or in the description box down below, whichever way it fits, but definitely go check that out after you watch this video. So SPF is a huge thing for me, especially during the summer. Really, you should be wearing SPF all year round because your sun is exposed to the sun, obviously, all year round. Definitely in the summer, though, this should become a #1 priority, a #1 staple. I can't stop raving about this. So the first thing in your summer makeup bag, the thing that I always throw in there, I actually get the big one instead of, like, I have a sample size one, but this has continually stayed in my summer makeup bag. It is the Toti Solera SPF 50 Mineral Sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum of SPF 50 and it is mineral. I actually have a full tutorial on how to do powder foundations, and I included this in that powder foundation tutorial. This is one of my favorite products in my makeup routine, especially like in the summertime, because yes, it's an SPF, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling like oily or like slicked down or anything like that. It actually has more of a powder finish when you apply it, and it has that SPF of 50 in it. This is the first step in my makeup routine after cleansing and doing all my skincare before I'm actually going to be putting on any of my makeup. It has an SPF of 50, so it's giving me those, you know, harmful blocking, like it blocks the rays, and it has those ingredients in there to block the rays. Now, something to keep in mind is that it is very water resistant for up to 80 minutes. So like, yeah, this is a good prep step and it does give you initial sun protection and sun coverage, but it says it lasts up to 80 minutes. So we'll get into how you finish your face with SPF, but adding SPF into your routine, definitely a good way to go. And then on top of that, and this is if you are the type of person who's looking for, are you looking for a medium coverage? Are you looking for a light coverage? Or do you just want like a wash of something on your face? And if you're that type of person, after applying the SPF, one of my other favorite things is to add a little bit of a glow to my face. Yes, it's humid out. Yes, it's summer out, but this is a great way to prep and moisturize your skin for any kind of like skin tint or foundation that you want to wear. Or if you're the type of person who just wants minimal coverage with a little bit of gleam, glisten, and glow, this product is for you. And it is the Juvia's Place Glow Radiance Booster. This is really honestly like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but this is tinted. And it gives me a little bit of extra coverage on my skin for those days when I don't want to put on like any kind of foundation or skin tint after I apply my SPF and this. This is definitely one of those products like you apply it and you could put just a light covering of finishing powder, some blush bronzer, and be done with it. It just gives your skin this very luminous, glowy look to it. And it is tinted and it adds just a little bit of like juiciness to your skin. The reason why I incorporate this into mostly my summer makeup routine is because I want my skin to look fresh all day long, and it also is a great way to continually prepping your skin. It does a great job of doing that. It does prep your skin really nicely. But the reason why I included it in this video, if you are looking for something that it's just very, very minimal coverage, but it blurs your skin just a little bit, that's a product for you. Now, I also like to recommend either like a skin tint or a lightweight coverage foundation or even a powder foundation. And the powder foundation we'll talk about first. Go check out the powder foundation tutorial I have about how to apply this specific foundation or even any kind of powder foundation in general. But I do appreciate a really good powder foundation, especially during the summer, typically because my skin is getting a little bit more dewy, a little bit more moist, and powder tends to lock in on my face and prevent some of the moisture, the extra moisture that's coming in, and it doesn't really melt off my face. And it is the Bare Minerals original powder foundation. This actually has a broad spectrum of SPF 15 in it as well, so it does provide some SPF coverage. So if you were to combine this with your Toti Solera SPF sunscreen, you have a very good start to your skin and sun protection. I like a mineral loose powder foundation, especially during the summertime, because it really blurs my skin, but it can give me a medium to full coverage look without feeling super caked on with a whole bunch of product. And it literally makes my skin feel like it's just breathing when it's hot, humid climate outside. This is a great product if you can find something similar. This one has an SPF in it, and this is why I prefer it during the summertime. I do like a really good lightweight tinted moisturizer. The problem with a lot of tinted moisturizers on the market is that they just don't come with an SPF in it. So that's why I also suggest an SPF for an SPF, but you're also getting that added protection in there. Would I just use a tinted moisturizer with an SPF for my skin protection? No, but I like the fact that if the tinted moisturizer actually has an SPF in it, it just gives me more levels of SPF protection for my skin. But this is a product that does not have an SPF in it, but the coverage, the quality, absolutely beautiful. It's the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. This retails for like $5 and it is excellent. It provides a lightweight, hydrating coverage. If you're looking for something that is a little bit more lightweight, it also has hyaluronic acid in it, and it's squalene, and it's a non-greasy formula. This is a great alternative. It actually only has 0.91 fluid ounces in it, so it is honestly, though, a really good tinted, hydrating foundation for the summer, and I can't recommend it enough. It's very good, and it's affordable. It's a really good, affordable product. Now, I do have another, foundation, and this one is more on the higher price pointed side, but there's a reason for it. This is a Toti Solera Compact. This is a CC cream formula. As you guys can tell, I've used a lot of this. I actually have another one that will be taking its place when I finally use all of it. But this is a tinted CC cream. It's a cream product and it comes with an SPF of 50. This is in the same Toti line, and Toti it was founded by Sofia Vergara, so that is her line, but this is actually a really beautiful, it almost feels like a skin balm than it does an actual CC cream. It does do the magic of color correcting, but the weight and the formula are very lightweight, and it just leaves your skin feeling airbrushed. It doesn't over accentuate anything. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It also provides the SPF of 50 in it, and it actually has a pretty decent coverage depending on how you apply it. As of late, I've been using a damp beauty sponge, dipping into it and just focusing it on problem areas on my face. You can use it with a brush or a sponge. Brushes, it tends to be more of a medium coverage. Sponge, it looks more like a balm on your skin. It's a beautiful formula. It's very long wearing. Like I said, if you're looking for something that's kind of like a balm type of feel that's a little bit more lightweight, this is definitely one to go for, and it has the SPF 50 in it. I like to use a really good setting powder, something that's lightweight, something that isn't going to, crust on my face as the weather gets hotter, something that's not going to melt off, but also something that's going to add a little boosted SPF as well. And I have the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. This is the original, and it also comes with a broad spectrum of SPF 25. So we have the Toti, we have, this, if I'm using it as a finishing powder. We have the Bare Minerals original powder foundation that has SPF in it as well. So I'm the type of person who loves to layer on the SPF as much as possible so I can block out as much of the harmful UV rays as possible. But this is a great lightweight formula. You can use a brush, you can use a powder puff, and all you really need to do is concentrate it in the areas where you tend to crease a little bit. It provides a beautiful way to lock in some of the liquid product without feeling like you're cakey because it's a mineral product. So we have the powder, we have the foundation, we have the prepping work. Let's talk about bronzers real quick. I love powder bronzer, don't get me wrong, but I feel like in the summertime I need something liquid because it tends to just glide on my face a little bit better, and I feel like it kind of sticks a little bit better on my face as well because it's a liquid product and it dries down. And I have a couple of different bronzers here in my plethora of bronzers that I highly recommend for summer. I have some different options for you. Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium. This is such a good bronzer. It retails for like $8, and you can find this at Ulta or you can find it on Makeup Revolution's site. It actually was pretty popular back in summer of 2023 because it is such a creamy, blendable bronzer, but it doesn't over accentuate anything. I use a beauty blender with it. I use a brush with it. It depends on what kind of application I'm looking for, but it's very emollient. It's very easy to blend into the skin and like work into your skin to get a really nice even blend all over your face. This is the bronzer that I am wearing today, and it gives me just enough of a bronzed look that I look sun-kissed. But because I apply it with a beauty blender or a brush, it also allows me to really control how much product is going onto my skin with this. It's such a great product. It's definitely worth the $8. It performs like high end, but this is a gorgeous bronzer. Now, if you're into more of those like bronzy wands, one of my favorite bronzy wands that was released this year is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Contouring Wand. I've been using this so much lately, and it is just like the perfect formula. It makes me think back to the Flower Beauty contouring bronzing wands that came out like sometime last year, and like I would just do one dot on my face and it was the worst thing in the world. Couldn't blend it out. And this is so polar opposite to that. It's so blendable, it's pigmented. Yes, you can actually go a little bit overboard with it, so you do have to be careful with that. But if you're the type of person who likes to do the dots on your face and apply your bronzer, this is a great drugstore alternative to those high-end bronzing contouring wands. And I have a couple in the blush section. One of them is from Catrice right here. This is actually the old packaging, but it is their blush in a box. And the shade I have is called Golden Coral. I believe they have a corally shade that's really similar to this one. But the Catrice blushes you can't go wrong with. This one is more of a like satin formula, so it has a little bit of like a shine and a shimmer to it. But it actually, depending on how you apply your blush, it can also be very matte looking as well, depending on what's underneath it. So if you're the type of person who likes just a powder blush, this is gorgeous. Or if you like to layer it, it layers really nicely with those cream products underneath. I also have the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. This is my favorite shade. It's called Shimmery Rose. And they have a peach shade, but they also have this shimmery rose shade. And this is like the baked blush of your dreams. If you want something that's like a blush lighter, is what they're calling it, a blush highlighter, where it is blushy like a blush, but it also has the sheen of a highlight, this is for you. It's so pretty. It does last a very long time. It's a baked formula, which also makes it a little bit easier and lightweight feeling on your skin as well. And along with some other liquid products, we also have the Flower Beauty Blush Wand and the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blush Wand, which the Flower Beauty is the Ultra Light Liquid Blush. The shade that I have is actually peachy, so this is another one of those peachy shades. If you're really into it, it retails for like $15. So this is a little bit more on the like high-end side of drugstore prices, but it performs and acts just the same as the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blush in Peach Pop. These are literally the same shade, so if you're looking for a dupe of this one, definitely pick out the Flower Beauty one. But if you are a fan of the Charlotte Tilbury, Peach Pop is the way to go. I've actually been a little bit obsessed with this one, and I have it in a couple of videos. Actually, I have these in a couple of videos where I put them to the test, and then also where I talk about, like, I can't stop using this one. It's super expensive. It's like $40 for the little blush wand, but it's such a good formula. Very long wearing. But if you're looking for a drugstore alternative, Flower Beauty, really, really good formula. Very long wearing, and both of these you can't go wrong with. All these liquid blushes are just, they're so stunning and easy to use, and they come in different varieties of shades. So depending on your preference, like if you want to go with that peach shade, there are peach options, but there's also other options as well. So if you are the type of person who likes a liquid highlight, there's some really good liquid highlights that are very, very long lasting, long wearing. And if you don't want the like blush light, but you do want a little pop of highlight on your face, I can't recommend enough the Milani Lumi Cheek Kiss Blush. That's such a tongue twister. But this one is actually kind of like a hybrid product, a lot like those Pure Nude Baked Blushes, where it can look like a highlighter on your skin, which is more so of what it is. It's more of like a peachy pink highlight, and it is so stunning. This is such a great formula. It would be like the Flower Beauty highlight ones. These are stunning. So my favorite one out of the Flower Beauty ones is Opal. This is more of like a champagne shade. If you're looking for more of a rose gold shade that can actually almost mimic like a blush lighter, Gleam is the way to go. These are, but I love using them in the summertime because they give me that fresh, like, lit from within glow, and I look gorgeous. So if you're looking for a highlight and you like powder, there's one product from the drugstore that it doesn't give you like the strobe effect of highlight. It just gives you this very subtle, beautiful, lit from within glow. And I can't talk about it enough, but it's the Pure Nude Highlight in the shade Be My Highlight. They actually have different shades as well. So depending on your skin tone, would really depend on what shade you want. If you are pasty pale like me, then Be My Highlight would be the one for you. But they've actually been really, compared to the Hourglass ambient lighting powders, I would definitely have to agree with that. It doesn't over accentuate, it doesn't over texturize anything with your makeup. It layers so nicely on top of a cream formula and on top of a, like, on its own and on top of a cream formula. It is absolutely stunning. So if you want to amp up your highlight just a little bit more, but if you're the type of person who just wants a little bit of glisten, a little bit of glow for the summer, this is such a beautiful formula, and I can't get enough of it. It's so pretty. The number one thing in your makeup routine that is really going to make your makeup stick and last is a really good setting spray. Now, the one that I typically use is this one. It's the Maybelline Lasting Fix. This one I honestly think is a lot like MAC Fix Plus. It really elongates my makeup, it hydrates me anytime, and it just provides a really nice fresh mist for my face to settle into. There are setting sprays out there that actually have SPF in them, and I do recommend those as well if you're looking to spritz your face and refresh your makeup with some SPF in it. Milani has a really good one that has an SPF of 30. I have that one, but I can't find it. I cannot find it, but I definitely recommend a setting spray, typically with one with SPF, but if you're looking for one that's going to make your makeup last a heck of a lot longer, and it's like the MAC Fix Plus, like if you like MAC Fix Plus, try this one. It's really, really good. And then the other one I like to just rehydrate my face, but also kind of soothe my face if I'm feeling a little bit warm. This is the Hydrating Milky Mist from Pixi. Such a beautiful formula with this mist, a very like non-offensive formula as well, the way that it sprays, and it really just like refreshes and rejuvenates my makeup, and it just gives it enough so that it kind of comes back to life because it is a hydrating milky mist. But either one of these, they are beautiful, or try one with SPF, especially if you are looking to keep the SPF going all day long. Milani, they have a really good one. Like I said, I just can't find it right now. As for brows, in the summertime, I don't like to fill in my brows. I don't like to do anything with my brows besides tame them because they go insane in the summertime. And lately I've been using the Kosas Airbrow. I got this as a sample, but the Kosas Airbrow is a clear lifting treatment gel. And guys, these feel like they've been like hairsprayed onto my face. So if you have wonky eyebrows that like to stick to your face, this is the product for you. Like, my eyebrows are crunchy, but they don't look crunchy. But they don't move, especially when I am sweating buckets in the middle of heat. This is such a good brow product. The Kosas Air Brow. I love it. Eyes. We're going to talk about my eyes for a minute because honestly, I see the trend of summer 2024 going a little something like this. Bronzer in the crease and then a sparkly shade on the lids with a colored mascara, and that's what's being thrown into my summer makeup bag. So I actually have like a little curated palette of singles, and in this curated palette of singles, I have a couple of like taupey shades. So I just have some like taupier looking brown singles in here, and then I have some multi-chromes from different brands, and I definitely foresee this being a trend for summer of 2024, like I said, where it's just like a sparkle on the lid. So we have Terra Moon's Meteorite shade, which is this shade right here, and it's just a sparkly white based like hollow chrome duo. It's like a duochrome, but it has like a yellowy green, almost blue shift in it. And when it's just placed on your lid, your lids just look sparkly and iridescent. That's literally what it reminds me of. The next shade, something I definitely foresee because one and done shadows are a huge, huge thing in 2024, is the shade Clairvoyant from Electrum Cosmetics. This has actually got a purple to a pink shift in it, so purple to pink. I definitely foresee like a pinky duochrome shade being a part of this whole like one and done trend. So I personally like to just pat this on the lid after I throw some like bronzer in the crease, and then you just have this like purpley pink peachy shade, and it attributes to the whole like peach makeup look, and it is just so pretty. I definitely think that we're going to see a lot of like one and done looks with multi-chromes and duochromes over the summer. I would not be surprised if we see something like this. So again, this is the shade Clairvoyant from Electrum Cosmetics, and it is so pretty. Like, look how pretty that is. Very everyday, but it also gives your eyes like dimension without having a lot of product on your face. Sprinkle Lips, and this is from Divina, and this is actually like a purple iridescent shade, and it almost shifts like an icy blue, and I truly feel like that is also going to be on trend as something like throw bronzer in the crease, throw that in the all over the lid, or bronzer in the crease, throw something like this all over the lid, or again bronzer in the crease and then throw this all over the lid, and we're gonna have like very simple one and done makeup looks. So this is my custom curated eyeshadow palette for the summer, 6 shades. It's gorgeous. I feel like color and mascara is a thing for summer of 2024. So I actually have incorporated into this makeup bag, and I highly recommend to you the Sky High mascara in blue, and then also the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift in purple. If you have green eyes, the purple is going to make it pop. And if you really like to have like dramatic wispy ends, you could put the purple on and then just do a little bit of the blue on the end of your lashes, and you get this like purple undertone lash look, and it's just dark enough that you can't tell I'm wearing purple, but it really makes my eyes pop. And then adding the blue really pulls the green out of my eyes a little bit more. Color and mascara. I feel like it's going to be a thing in summer of 2024. I'm actually kind of excited about it because I feel like I went back to like 1992, you know, with colored mascara. In my makeup bag, I do have a lip gloss product. And honestly, you could use any kind of lip gloss product, but one that I found that's been like really nourishing, really hydrating, the Huda, the new one. This is the Faux Filter Gloss. And the shade that I have is Honey. So this is actually almost like it's kind of like a brownish peachish shade. And I have been loving this lip just like this. Throw on the gloss and I'm done. And my lips just look hydrated and natural. This is what's in my summer makeup bag, my summer makeup must-haves for you. If you guys like this kind of content, please consider subscribing before you go. And make sure you hit that like button. And again, comment with a peach emoji. If you don't know what to comment in the comment section down below, it pushes this video through the algorithm and it tells YouTube to recommend it to other people like you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I get to see you in my next video. Bye!